Hey guys, I want to give you guys a heads up on a known scam that's happening within the Lyft community. I got off the phone this afternoon. I personally was scammed a week ago, last Saturday I believe it was. But I want to explain to you how they're doing it, because it was very troubling and puzzling how they got that information. But I was basically fished out of my personal information within my account. Now, I'm a pretty savvy dude, I will tell you. So for me to get tricked, and for the number of people that are calling in and reporting this in the last couple of weeks, according to the customer or support rather, they're puzzled and don't have an answer for it yet. But by a process of elimination, this is basically what's going on. They essentially called me while I was in the airport queue. I had just dropped a passenger off, and I get an immediate automatically accepted queue for a passenger pickup. Within a couple of minutes, I get a phone call from the typical number that pops up when you interact with a customer, or they call you or you call them, because it's through a third-party system. And they knew where I was, they knew the name of the person that I was picking up, and that was very convincing to me to think that it was customer support. Now, this conversation started off with a very clean English-speaking person, and it started off with saying, there's been a report that you were driving, or that somebody else was driving your vehicle, and we're about to deactivate your account. So naturally, that stopped me in my tracks. I'm literally at the pickup location for my next passenger at the airport. So I immediately stopped what I was doing, because I was in the middle of my night. This happened overnight. And they proceeded to walk me through the process of clearing this matter up, right? Well, again, because I had so much specific information, it kind of dropped my normal state of awareness, and they asked me to verify my name and driver's license number, and even my social security number. Yes, I know that's stupid to give up, but again, you got to understand the premise in which it was presented. The bottom line is that when that occurred, and they walked me through the steps to log me out and log me back in, they were attempting to take my weekly pay, which is normally direct deposited to my bank account, to an express pay account that was not associated to me. But because I had the two-step authentication, the biometric, which you need to look up under your account settings and go to security and make sure and set up the secondary security setting. Now, I'll tell you, that is still not a very safe way to do it, and I think Lyft has to do a better job of protecting our accounts. So there needs to be a two-step authentication before they do that. But the end of the story here is that they failed to transfer almost $1,100 to a account which did not go through. So I'm fortunate that I will end up recovering that money. At least that's what I'm told at this point. But I don't think Lyft has done a very good job of protecting us as drivers, and certainly have not given enough information to the rest of the folks out there that are unaware of this. So I'm telling you this because this is firsthand experience for me, and after working a long week and building up an $1,100 paycheck, if you will, and to see that gone, wow, you talk about being really pissed off. But I'm to blame too now, and I don't know what else to say about that, but more importantly, we need to protect each other. Don't give out your information. It struck me almost as though the person who did it was a former Lyft driver. And it could be one or it could be 100 of them. I don't know. But apparently they've had a high volume of these taking place. And it's taken a long time to resolve, because each one is, unique to itself. So I wanted to share that information with you. I didn't want to go on too long, but I know. Peace out. Good luck. Safe driving.